Brooks Koepka just signed with Srixon, and I just got a couple of drivers to review. Coincidence? Let's find out. Welcome back to the McGolf Fitting Room. And we did. We started a relationship with Srixon at the beginning of the year, and it's turned out to be very, very well. And we took things a little slower in starting with the irons, okay? The irons were very, very good, right? The ZX 5, 7, and 4s along with the blades. The 5s and the 7s, I think, were, they rank really, really high on the list of clubs that would work. Now, like anything else, do they work for everybody? Probably not, but it's a good club, and they don't mind the comboing, which is a really good thing. So all in all, yeah, it's been a really, really good positive relationship, and it's made some very, very good golf clubs. I mean, these are really, really nice. If anything out there, get fit, right? Go in any of these things, go get fit. Whether you like the Srixon product or you like something else, go get fit to ensure that you know that it's the right stuff for you. It could be that it's just a shaft change and voila, you've got a really nice set of clubs going on. And that's what you really need to know about. So is this Brooks's driver? No. Brooks is hitting a ZX5. Those have not come in yet. We have the ZX7s. All right, there are the two models. ZX5 is more the player's model with the weight that goes into the back, and that's just going to control more of a swing weight. Yeah, maybe a height thing, but very small. Most of these things that we do in on these drivers are very small. They're not tweaks. They're not full-on changes. They're just tweaks, okay? Now, on the ZX7, it comes with two weights. So you can see the weight in the top, weight in the bottom, all right? They come with a 4, and they come with a 8-gram weight. The 8's in the toe, the 4 is in the heel. Now, if you have trouble closing the club, you flip the weights, and that will help you close the club. Will it close it all the way? No. It just helps, again, a tweak into the club. The club it sports a couple of things. What it does, it sports the carbon crown. Again, that's always in a lot of the designs in order to allow the center of gravity go low or get more weight in the bottom to help the club launch better. That's what we want. The other part is that they have a flexible face, okay? A flexible face right in here. And then they have what's called the rebound technology. And the rebound technology will just say right about where this stripe starts and goes all the way around is another piece that's giving in this golf club. So like a double spring, so to speak, okay? And that's their technology that they're throwing into it, along with the two weights. Then you have an adjustable club, and it's called the QTS, the Quick Tune System. Now, of all the instructions that are out there, this has got to be one of the better ones of what happens when you adjust a club, okay? Now, this thing will adjust, and all it wants to do is adjust flat, so like that, right? And so you can have a standard loft, whatever this might be, 9.5, and you want it to be flatter. You can be 9.5 and a degree flatter. That's a good thing. But in between that, if you look and you see this thing rotating around, you notice how it's not straight up and down. It kind of wobbles. All right, so what does that mean? So like we've tried to tell folks in the past, if that is square and you go to add loft, meaning that the loft is going to go from here to here. You're gonna make the club do this. When you make the club do that, the club is going to do that. It's going to close. All right, so what it's going to do is it's going to go like this. Now, if you want to take loft, it's going to go. Well, it's actually going to go like this. All right, it's going to add loft, and then it's going to close. Now, if you want to take loft off, it's going to open. So if you go like this. Go like that, it's going to do this. So as you take loft away, the club is going to open. As you add loft, the club is going to close. And that tends to trend with the thinking of a lot of manufacturers out there that as you're opening up, it's probably going to have a hard time closing the club so that they close it for you. Now this thing will adjust from 1 to 2 degrees in most directions, and that's what we're looking at. And it seems to be a very, very stout tip, and the screw that's in it is very, very stout itself as well. Now, I went to the website to check out a lot of the different things, because in this shop everything gets measured, right? So we went in there and we started measuring. So I happen to have 2 righties and 1 lefty, and we measured them all. Right, measured them all. So from the website, it says that all the driver lengths are 45 1/4. That'd be nice if it was. Everyone I measured was 45 3/4, a half an inch off. That could be the butt cap of the grip, but half an inch is pretty significant. Okay, so I got 43 or 45 3/4. Okay, now I was given the stock shaft, which is the smoke, the hazardous smoke, and then I was also given 2 Tensai shafts, a Tensai red in 50 and a Tensai X in white. So it's a good span of different things to have folks check, and maybe I'll throw them into the lefty and see what, as long as I keep them standard, we should be okay. The next one was swing weight. The website talks about a swing weight of D3. With the 50 gram shaft, I got a D2. And with the 2 60 grammers, I got D4. Now, with the added length in there, that kind of goes without saying. Is one swing weight a killer? Does it mean it's bad? No, not even close. One swing weight point from an OEM manufacturing, and even from a regular build, that's pretty good. So we did pretty good there. In all cases, the lie angles were 62. Right, we're 62. Now for a driver, that's a tad upright, and I guess that's the reason why you can always go flat. And in every case, the lofts were dead solid on. Right, if they said 10.5, they were 10.5. If they were 9.5, they were 9.5. So not too bad, right? Not too bad. Srixon ZX7. I'm pushing this one because this is the only one that comes left-handed. There is a bit of a difference in their designs. One is you'll see the shape more like this, right? And one is going to curve down a little bit more, where this will be a little more elongated. And the look at a dress is very, very nice. The painting tends to, surround the golf ball very, very well. It doesn't look open or closed at address, at least in my eye. It looks a little bit, just the 7 looks a little bit closed at address, which I believe it's supposed to. The 5 is supposed to be more square. Again, the 7 is the more forgiving, where the 5 is the more players-like. So they're really, really close. This golf club hasn't seen a lot of love, but I imagine with the Koepka signing, and if he does anywhere near good, we are going to see quite a bit of this later. So let's test a future really good club. Let's go find out. So in the middle of talking about this, I forgot to tell you. Number one, we have a live stream on Mondays at 17:30 Eastern Time. It's called What's in My Drawers Golf Talk. We talk about equipment, fittings, repairs, opinions, you name it, we talk about it. It's worldwide. Come join us and see what it's all about. It's on YouTube or Facebook. Look up McGolf Custom Clubs. Number two, like and subscribe, and that way you get more of these videos when they're dropping. We're really trying to get to 25,000 so we can keep up with all the other folks out there. If you would, tell your friends and remember to subscribe. And as always, thank you. Thank you for watching, and let's keep going. All right, so you saw me hit. So through the hitting, I hit 10 shots, and we actually hit 12 shots. 2 of them were just really bad. So I took those out directly. Then we got the 10 shots. So the 10 shots are out there, and I can pull them just as good as anybody else does. And you see I'm about a 140 to 160 short of 160 when we do this. Now, what I need to do is let's get the real shots that are in there that are indicative of decent shots, right? And so we're going to go through and we're going to take the ones that I tended to pull a little bit more and end up a little short. There's only 4 of them, so we'll take those out, and then it actually becomes a really good picture. So when we take those out, I end up with a 250 to 260 spread, right? And it's very, very consistent. 252, 254, 256, and then it goes to 257, 258, 263, 265, and that's pretty good. Now, the quality of hits were starting to climb up. I was finding in the middle of the face, which was a good thing, and the spin was not nearly as high as I'm used to seeing, so it is not necessarily a spin maker, but I won't say it's a spin killer. I'd like to see myself around that 22 to 25 area, right, and at 29. So 400 RPMs, would that make a difference? Maybe a few yards, but the quality hit, right? I need the 148's a pretty respectable quality of hit. I got that on a couple, 144s and some of the others. So and as I go look at it, the way that the shaft performed, the smoke actually performed very, very well. I got the acceleration profiles that I tend to look for when I'm doing fittings. So all in all, the ball came out of the air just the way you would want to see it. It found the middle of the fairway just like we all want to see it. I choked down about an inch for me. The way that the golf club, it got it out there, the only thing was just a little bit high on the spin, but I don't say that's so bad. Now, you get into the personal aspects of it. When you look at it at address, what does it look like? I think it looks good. We are getting used to the carbon fiber, the weave look that all the clubs have. It looks very, very nice. I like the red striping on the outside to kind of keep this shape to, it's not gaudy, but it's just real nice accent to help that out. The sound of the golf ball coming off of it is very, very solid. The feedback is right where you want it to be. If you're out on the toe, you know it. If you're into the heel, you know it. If you pop one up, you know it. And the shaft came through. I thought maybe the shaft would be a little bit boardy, and it felt strong, but it worked, and that's a good thing. So, we all get surprised on different things. Would I try it on some different shafts? Yeah, I think I would. I would probably, maybe even the 10 size shaft that would come with it would be a good alternative for something that feels a little bit better, maybe a little more snap into the ball. All in all, from a performance standpoint, it stands with all the rest of them. It gets out there with the rest of them. It hits like the rest of them. Could I game it? Yeah, I could game it, right? I could game it once I put my touch to it. Get it to my length. I'd probably take it and probably reshaft it because I'm a custom guy. But all in all, it's a workable club, right? It's a very workable club. The fact that I tend to close the face, I might actually switch the weights around in order to make it go. So all in all, okay, it sounds like Koepka made a pretty good signing on there because of the club is solid, right? The performance should be there. So once he goes through his trials and he gets his fittings and he gets the way he wants it to go, he'll be bombing it with the rest of them. So again, if you guys saw anything in here that you got any questions on, put them in the show notes below. And as always, let's see your scores go low.